What's going on, guys? This is David from Disc Golf. I'm going to do a little review of the Thought Space Athletics Votum. This is actually the James Proctor edition, his new signature series disc. And yeah, he's got the coolest stamp in the game right now. It's got this like really sweet panda stamp with some cool little shapes on it. Super sweet stamp. The artist that works for Thought Space honestly kills every piece of art that he puts his hand on. So yeah, unfortunately my microphone's died for all this filming, so I'm just kind of editing this in post. This is going to be the Votum on a hyzer release. Pretty stable for a 7-speed. Still can push it down the fairway quite a ways. And here is the Votum on a flat, straight release. Cranked it a little bit too far to the right. But yeah, it seems to hold a pretty straight line. Crashes in pretty hard. Good stable fairway. Here is the Votum on an Anheuser release. Put quite a bit of angle on this, and it really fights back pretty hard. And this is going to be the Votum on a forehand release. I'm not the best forehander, but you can tell I put quite a bit of angle on that, and it fought back really hard. I bet you guys that are good at forehands could probably huck this thing pretty straight. I think this would be a great disc for forehand throwers. Here I'm just going to voice over some of the shots that I'm shaping here. I think this is the first time I actually threw the disc. Gave it a little bit too much power. Any other disc that would have kept going right, but this thing fights back really hard to the left, crashes down. Like, this disc kind of reminds me of my Prodigy H1. Here I put it on a pretty hefty Anheuser. The basket's probably about 100 feet past that tree line there. If I would have put that higher, I think that would have been a pretty damn good shot, honestly. And here I just try and throw a pretty steep hyzer. Definitely did not send it out to the right enough, and it comes crashing hard left. My overall thoughts of this disc, it's a pretty beefy disc. You can really crank on it for a 7-speed. Here I just sling one out on Anheuser. Again, fights back super hard. Needed it to float more right. What can you say? It's a stable disc. Here's a good example of it right here. Cranked it real hard to the right. Fights back pretty fast and crashes. Again, Anheuser the shit out of that disc. And watch it just fight back into the fairway. Boom. Easy money. And from here I just throw a little light hyzer. Send it out way wide. Trust that it crashes back in, right underneath the bucket. Easy money. Very controllable disc. And watch this angle I put on this flick here. I pretty much send this vertically in the air, and it comes back down flat. So here's going to be my roundup thoughts of this disc. Will I bag it? Absolutely. I think this reminds me a lot of like Prodigy's H1, which I actually use all the time. Very stable, controllable disc. You can throw it flat and really expect it to come back left hard on a backhand. You could flick it pretty much vertically in the air with a forehand and it's going to come back down flat. I wish I had a flatter forehand, but I bet you sidearm guys would love this disc. I don't know what to say about it. The thing's a weapon, man. It's just a weapon of a disc. So much versatility. I recommend it to anybody. Great disc. The Thought Space Athletics Votum. 8.9 out of 10. Super stable fairway driver. You can really crank on this thing for a 7-speed and expect it to do what it's supposed to do. I bet this thing beats in beautifully. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.